Hello everyone, welcome to the Spyro pause screen thingy. You got Sparks, he's like your pointer. That's kind of cool, because normally it's like, just an arrow or a hand or whatever. So you got Sparks, that's pretty awesome. That was like the worst Ego Raptor quote I could have possibly thrown in from the Mega Man sequelitis. But anyway, so you got like your summary totals here. Don't listen to the game's lies, there's more stuff to do than this, because there's a bonus world. Spoiler alert, we'll get there later. And it gives you like a nice little picture of the world, and then it'll actually give you like little hints about the eggs. So you won't get them all at once, right? So normally you'll start with like only the first egg. And then when you get that egg, it'll give you a hint about the second egg, and so forth. So if you get stuck, you have like a little objective that you can go on. And then it highlights everything when you get it, and it's just like, it's good game feel, man. It's really good game feel. But anyway, last time we freed Sheila. This time we're going to go on to Sheila's Alp, which is probably one of the most boring levels in the game. There's honestly not really a whole lot you can say. I mean, all of the partner levels are really just about like...
Thanks again, Spyro. Now I have to find out what that nasty sorceress has done to my home while I was locked up.
Yeah, they're just all about learning the controls for the partner, so you'll get a lot of tutorial stuff that I'm just going to skip.
Hiya, Sheila. While you are gone, a bunch of Rhinox kicked us out of our houses. It's okay, though. Bobby, Pete, and I are working on a clever plan to take them back.
Hoo-yah! I hope there's no German people watching, because they might be offended. I'm actually, my own heritage is German, so I can't really, I don't know. I'm not German at all, though. I mean, like, obviously, I'm American. America. Fuck yeah. But, like, my grandparents' grandparents immigrated here from like, Eastern Germany, like, many, many years ago. Like, back in, like, the fucking 1800s, so... I guess. And they didn't even immigrate here, because here, where I'm living right now, is Michigan, and they moved to Minnesota, which is actually where I was born, in case... I don't know if I ever said that on this channel before, but I was born in Minnesota, and now, funnily enough, when it comes to transfer schools, the University of Minnesota is my #1 choice, because it's got one of the best economic schools in the world.
Ah, home at last. Here, I was saving this to make an omelet, but I think you deserve it more.
Dragon egg omelet? That is fucking hardcore right there. Ruby. Ruby, 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 Ruby! You know, like that Kaiser Chiefs song. I saw the Kaiser Chiefs live in like 2005. I was like 11 years old when I went to this concert. But they were playing with the Foo Fighters and Weezer, and it was a really amazing show. Like, all three bands were amazing, but I mean, the Foo Fighters were obviously the main attraction, because the Foo Fighters kick just ridiculous amounts of ass, so naturally. Anyway, so you got these things. Sheila can basically head bash just like Spyro can, except it's actually like a stomp more so than anything. She's just kind of awkward to control because she's always hopping everywhere, and her kick is like a little bit delayed when you press the button, so you gotta time it. It's like hard to explain. And then she can do like a jump in midair, since I never really explained that. So she can do like a double jump, and she can also do like a ground stomp that'll take her really high in the air. And that's basically all you need to know. She's far from the worst controllable partner, so just wait until we get to that guy who's next. But I don't want to spoil that too much. That's getting a little far ahead of myself. So while we go through the rest of this level, I was trying to think of something that I could talk about. Anyway, sir, what are you doing? You're kicking a rock. Hello?
Don't worry. I'll just keep kicking this rock until it breaks.
Okay, have fun with that. You just keep kicking that rock. Just wait and kick that rock. Have fun with that. This part's really tedious because these enemies basically infinitely respawn and you've got to break their houses. So anyway, I figured that I would just talk a little bit about like what I've been doing in the meantime when I haven't been LPing. And the answer for that is like almost, it's like 90% school. Like, I'm only taking two classes this semester, but they're both classes that take like absurd amounts of time, because one of them is Arabic, and Arabic is well, I mean, you can imagine how hard Arabic is, but in case you didn't know that Arabic was a really hard language, it's actually one of the hardest languages for native English speakers to learn as a second language. So being able to, like, properly do Arabic, which I care about more so than getting the grade, and I mean, like, my grade in that class is incredible. It's, like, over 100%. But I don't actually care about that, right? Because you can get an A in a class and not know shit. I'd rather know shit, if that makes sense, right? So, learning Arabic is a lot of time. It is so much time and effort. There's, like, even learning the Arabic alphabet took forever. It's technically not an alphabet, it's something else, but that's too linguistically detailed for this kind of video. But that is, like, because they have a whole bunch of letters that have no English equivalent at all. So you just, like, there's a lot of winging it in the Arabic language, I guess you could say. Well, I guess not winging it. Actually, there almost is, because the pronunciation varies, and, like, all of the dialects are radically different from each other. Like, Egyptian Arabic sounds way different from Syrian Arabic. It's just, like, everything is messed up. The language is as messed up as the Middle East is, which I don't mean to be offensive, actually. There's lots of Arabic people that are in my class, because, in case you didn't know, Michigan has a city that has the largest Arabic concentration of Arabs outside of the Arab world.
Thanks for the help, Sheila. You can have this egg I found in my house.
Yeah! Oh yeah! Take this egg! Yeah. So, Arabic, it takes a lot of time. And the book that we're using expects us to do a lot more than our teacher does, but I want to learn it. I mean, not even because I want to go to Egypt or whatever, just because it's fun. You still kicking that rock? Okay.
Don't worry. I'll just keep kicking this rock until it breaks.
Alright, have fun with that. Okay, yeah, this gag's gone on long enough. You need to break the rock.
Hey, Sheila, let's play a joke. Take this egg and smash it on Billy's house, okay? I need to get him back for the last time he butted me off the cliff.
That's pretty metal right there, headbutting your friend off of a cliff. It's hardcore. Jenny. This egg's name is Jenny. That's kind of cool. Jenny does the chicken dance. Lots of fucking dragons in this game do the chicken dance. You will see that so much, it's not even funny. So anyway, we'll just exit the level. Now we can do that thing with Sheila in Sunnyvilla, which is the next world we're going to. But anyway, so Arabic takes a lot of time. My other class is a philosophy class. It's called Socio-Political Philosophy, which is... it's not really as bad. Philosophy, I think, is harder than people give it credit, because you need to read very closely, and people are bad at reading closely. Or like, they'll just read the Cliff Notes, and that's just not good enough. So that's a little bit more time, but it's not really that bad. I also have over 100% in that class, because my teacher thinks I'm awesome, which is really cool.
Oh my, oh my. Can you help us? Hordes of ferocious Rhinox have overrun our town and kidnapped the mayor.
Yeah, we gotta save the mayor. Are you a bad enough dude to save the mayor? These Rhinox are actually like chickens. They'll just run away from you. Like lots of early Spyro enemies do, as a matter of fact. There's also a skill point we can get here for flaming all of these potted tree shrub thingies, as well as 6 eggs. Now, the home worlds have 5 eggs. The partner worlds and speedways have 3 eggs. The rest of the worlds have 6. So, just throwing that out there. Good piece of information to know. And enemies in this game do drop gems, in case you haven't been paying attention. So it's more like Spyro 1 in that regard. Yeah. So, I mean, like, only 2 classes doesn't really sound like a lot of work, and it isn't, but the problem is that I've been, like, teaching myself economics and more advanced math than I've been using in the meantime, and that takes forever. Like, I've got a textbook right now, it's called, like, Mathematics for Economists, and it's all about static and dynamic optimization, which is basically the calculus of variations, which is very, very high-level math. What the fuck are you doing? What the frick-frack? Don't fall off the side. And trying to make head and tails of that without a teacher to, like, explain it to you. Like, I'm pretty good at teaching myself things, but, you know, it's a slow process. Definitely a slow process. So that's what I've been doing. And then in terms of, like, video games, well, there's LPers, obviously, because LPing is awesome. Gotta activate this egg. Vanessa! Vanessa's actually the name of a character in Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem the Sacred Stones. She's a Pegasus Knight, but that's getting really off topic. I don't want to get too distracted now, because I was talking about LPers. So for the longest time, I was actually having a lot of trouble keeping up with the LPers that I care about. Which, when you get down to it, is only really 2 LPers. Like Psychotic Ramboob and Nintendo Capri Sun are the only LPers that I really watch. I'll watch Lucajin when she does interesting things. And it just so happens that she is doing interesting things right now. Like, South Park The Stick of Truth is interesting because, like, I never really played it before. And I like South Park a lot, so... and she's... Oh, Spyro, man! Don't fall off the ledge like that. That was Spyro. I blame him. She was also doing, Trilby's Notes, which is a game developed by my favorite game reviewer ever, and one of my favorite writers ever, actually. That's Yahtzee Croshaw, in case you didn't know. He does Zero Punctuation every week on Wednesday, and he releases the new videos at noon on Eastern Standard Time. Figured I'd give him a little plug. There's another nice little egg over here, too. Miles. I'll call him Tails instead, because that is Tails' real name, in case you weren't aware. He's actually called Miles, so... But you know what? Nobody gives a fuck about Sonic anymore. Sonic. I'm not Sonic! I'm Blonic, my original character! If you haven't seen that animation, you need to watch it, because it's really funny. It's really short. I mean, that's basically the whole animation, is that. But it's funny. Now, I don't want to talk to Zoe, because nobody loves Zoe. She's really dumb, and she tells me things I already know. But anyway, so I finally got caught up with those videos that they've been doing. And, the only other thing that I've been doing video game related is pretty much Touhou, and that's it. And if you don't know, Touhou is a shmup, a shoot-'em-up, a bullet hell style shoot-'em-up, developed by one Japanese guy named Zune. And it's like offensively Japanese almost, because it's all about Japanese mythology, and all of the characters are like anime girls, and it's like, I don't know. But the games themselves are like really badass, and they're fun to play, and I really enjoy them. Mostly because they're not a huge drain on time for me. Talk to this guy.
Thank you for rescuing my town. As mayor, I award you with one of our famous giant chicken eggs.
Yes, the giant chicken eggs. Oh, yes. Are these guys supposed to be Italian? Sanders? Colonel Sanders? Yeah, do that chicken dance. That's actually kind of, I see what they did there. I see what they did there.
Sorry, that was the ugliest chicken I've ever seen.
That's because it wasn't a chicken, it was a dragon. You dumb, ignorant, fucking idiot. Okay, that's gone on for long enough. We gotta end that. So, but yeah, Touhou is nice because the games are short and they're hard, so I don't even usually get to the end. And I just enjoy them. They're the kind of game that we're actually not going to go back there yet because I want to save that for last. But they're the kind of game that I can play for like 20 minutes and then get really pissed off at and quit, so I don't like suck up too much time to playing the game. Like I'll only give it a run or two before I get angry enough that I have to stop. So, which is much better, because that was like the same time strategy that I was using when I was addicted to Frets on Fire in Guitar Hero, right? Because it's like, oh, these songs are only like 4 or 5 minutes apiece, so I can just play one song. But you can't play just one song, because I was playing them for perfection, because, you know, I'm a perfectionist, and it can always be more perfect.
Hey, Spyro, there are Rhinox everywhere. Maybe I can find some peace and quiet at the top of the tower.
Yeah, and like sooner or later, you've spent like 4 hours playing.
Alas, I have lost my love, guarded by evil Rhinox at the top of yonder tower. Can you rescue her for me?
Yeah, we'll do it, as long as there's an egg involved. And this is the Sheila section of this particular world. Sheila actually does another thing in World 1, in another world in World 1 that we'll be getting to later. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about being addicted to Guitar Hero, which was just awful. And like, I'm definitely a fan of Touhou, but like I said, it's the sort of thing that I don't feel the need to like play for hours and hours at a time, because the progress that you make doesn't come instantly, right? It's a lot harder, Or like in Guitar Hero, for instance, it was pretty easy to grind and like learn a section because I was already good enough at the game that it would be like one small mistake and then I just have to play the song over and over again until I get 100%. Whereas in Touhou, it's like, I know I'm not good enough at the game, right? I mean, like, half of the games, or at least 3 of the games, I can't beat on normal mode. And there's 2 difficulty levels above normal mode. And it's like, geez, man. Jeez. So, you can always get better, and it's the kind of thing that you have to, like, you get better at over a really long period of time, so. And like I said, I've been recording, well, actually, I didn't say that, so I can't really rightly say that I've said it, can I? But I recorded a few videos of, like, little things, and, like, if I have a good run or something like that, I'll probably upload it, record it, maybe commentate or annotate it, at least. So, talk about it, because it is the thing that I enjoy talking about. Like, the different strategies are fun to like, experiment with. It's almost like speedrunning in the sense that, like, you get to implement the strategies, except without the time, like, the time commitment and frustration of speedrunning. It's just like, you know, how long can your patience last in Touhou, pretty much, so. But anyway, I've been talking about Touhou enough. This ain't Touhou. This is, like, as far from Touhou as you can possibly get. I mean, like... If Sheila were a Touhou character, she wouldn't be a kangaroo. She would be like a girl with a kangaroo tail.
Marco sent you here. I've got a restraining order against him.
That's awkward. That's really awkward. But at least we got the egg. Lucy. Like, I love Lucy. Yeah. Except not, because that dragon's ugly. I mean, like, looking at this game is definitely like, oh, PS1 graphics. Which is funny. So I really hope that I got all the gems here, because one of the things that actually doesn't carry over from Spyro 2, or at least not initially, is Sparks' ability to point to gems that you're missing in a stage. If you remember... Did I get the thing that was... Would you get up there? Wow. But yeah, if you remember, in Spyro 2, if you were missing gems in a stage, you could hold down the 4 shoulder buttons, and Sparks would point to gems you were missing. And in this game, you actually need to beat a particular Sparks world to get that ability, which I think is a much better way of doing it. So I just gotta hope that I'm not missing any gems going into the last secret area, which is over here. I'm actually gonna cliffhang it here. It's something horrible. It's something that me as a little kid dreaded doing and really struggled to do. I can't tell you how long this game took me to get 100% when I was like a tiny little kid. Because this game has some hard stuff, and this is like actually probably one of the first of the hard things in this game. So next time on Let's Play Spyro 3, I'm going to show you what's on the other side of this swirly black and white swirly thingy. See ya! Thanks for watching, and have a great day.